Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your 2024 yearly zodiac reading. This is for placements in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have zodiac signs in any of those placements, please watch the corresponding video for your overall picture for 2024. We'll be pulling several cards for each month of 2024. We're going to cover your overall energy, finance, love, career, and general advice. As you can see, I do not have your cards currently sitting out on the table, so allow me to get those and I will rejoin you for your reading. Alright, Aquarius, I am back. See if I can straighten out my piles just a little bit better. I doubt it, but I tried. So let's jump into your January. Oh, we start off with soulmates. Hey, look at that. I wonder if you're one of the signs that's going to have love as your prominent area of focus, since we are literally starting out with soulmates. Hey, I can't complain. If this is a year for love for you, that would be great. Okay. This card has a penguin holding a key, and then the other penguin has a heart with a keyhole in it. They're actually showing me the heart with a keyhole in it. So perhaps in love you've been very disappointed. Perhaps you've been single for a long time or suffered enough heartbreaks, wondering if anyone holds the key to your heart. Okay, we're going to get into this, see what else is here. Finances. We have temperance in the reverse for your finances. Yeah, things not adding up. Things not being very well balanced. And most zodiac signs do have something to this effect for the month of January. We are entering a new year. We are exiting holiday season where there's a lot of gift giving, etc., a lot of bills, and everyone seems to be pretty much low on funds. That's not just for you, so don't feel bad about seeing that. I fully expect it. I'm actually more surprised when it's not there. So let's get into your career. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, moving on. It's a new year. We just keep right on trucking. And for some of you, this feels like an actual move, maybe a new job for some of you. New year, new you. But for the most part, this is you just keep it on going. The calendar changed, and now you're just trying to remember to write the right year down every day. Don't we all? Okay, love. Ooh, we have strength. I love that. Not only because that means we're glowing in a way, and that makes us magnetic. When we have inner self-love and the fortitude to go it alone, we become magnetic for soulmates. We start magnetizing. The laws of attraction start kicking in. And if you're dating somebody, hey, this is a month where things go very well. Things go right. It's not a struggle in the least. In fact, you're very compatible. You play off each other. It's a relationship that strengthens each other. Even if you are married, you know, you're standing the test of time. That is always lovely to see, regardless of what status you have when it comes to romance. General advice. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, new year, new you. So yes, if you are single or If you're single, yes, you might be taking a new action, whether that is accepting yourself, working on yourself, becoming magnetic, pulling in the one, or if you're dating, you might actually try something new, go someplace new, and stumble upon the right person. It's always lovely when that happens. Like I said, for some of you, you're literally transitioning jobs at the start of the new year. So a new place to work, hopefully one that is more better suited for creative flow and being more motivational, healthier environment. So let's see what your February brings you. And since we do have, oh, they want me to back up real quick. Since we do have the Soulmates card, Soulmates also is for partnerships, just like the Lovers card. So, yeah, some of you are going to end up partnering with a better place and to work, different career space. February, we have Yang. Ooh, I like it. I love it when the divine masculine energy comes out. We gotta love when we're using our motivation properly. We get that go-getter attitude going on. We're getting stuff done. We're being proactive. We're not just thinking about things, we're doing. So, finance. We have the Death card. Okay. Your finances might actually prompt you to get out there and make more money. You might be very motivated just to change that one aspect. So, and let's face it, the money does make the world go round. The key is always to have balance in all things. So having enough to pay for what you need is always good. But of course, when your needs are not being met, it's like a fire's lit underneath you. Career, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And all I get is confusion. Oh, okay. I never really noticed that, but it is there. There's this notebook back here. And let me turn it upright. Hopefully you can see this if my camera will zoom in on it. There's this little angel drawing in this book. So if things are a little confusing for you in the workplace, things are, you know, muddled, or there's something you're not seeing, ask for help. Perhaps you're going to receive divine intervention to help you move forward. We all appreciate assists and helping hands, you know, that leg up from the universe. And if we're asking for signs, synchronicities, to help us clear the air, to help us with what direction we need to be going in, you know, we'll get it. So please be aware of that. That is an action you can take. Utilize it wisely. Love, we have the Five of Swords. Okay. For those of you that are single, that status seems to not have changed for the month of February. In fact, our confidence that we had the previous month has seemed to take in a knocking. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember that you have value. You are worth it as an individual, as somebody that deserves to be loved. So just because your status hasn't changed in that area doesn't mean that you are defective in some way. Okay, if you are dating the month of February, you might be heavily dating and be finding duds. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. Well, apparently these are fish you're going to throw back. You know, after a certain age, most of us look at the dating pool and say it's a cesspool. There's nothing there. So also be aware of what you're telling yourself. And if you're coming up empty, like that, if you are dating and you're coming up empty, put a little bit more effort into it. Find your catch. Okay. Now, for those of you that are married, don't be surprised if you have a couple hiccups this month. Maybe you're having a little bit more argumentative times. At the same note, with finances being where they are, that might be the area that is in conflict. Most of us, when we're married, where bill sharing is a thing, you know, whether that is you're both putting money into one pot and then the bills come out of it, or you each have your own set, there might be issues in that area. What's our general advice? The Lovers. Yeah. The choices we make. Oh, okay. And divine intervention. The Lovers, we have the angel here, and they're bringing me back to the Queen of Swords, which has our angel right here in this book. We see a cloud with an angel face with wings on either side, and you know, a halo of divine light coming out of it. That is a lovely synchronicity right there. So for some of you, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, they're close at hand. Ask them for help. They will help you. For most of you, though, this is just beware of what choices you are making. Choices always have consequences, and the Lover's card was originally a choice card. And yes, you may struggle with love this month, obviously, because we have the Five of Swords. So there's quite a few energies there. Okay, what's going on for March? Go the distance. Hoorah. Okay. That's not usually a saying I utilize. I understand hoorah is usually a military call. So, perhaps somebody is going back on active duty, or in the reserves, some part of the military. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that energy there. Or maybe you're on your way financially or in your career in a way that makes you want to shout hoorah. I'm gonna leave that there. We're gonna continue. Finances. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So money is definitely on the move. If we are not hoarding money and we are not saving money, we could purposely be spending it. However, no, feels a little bit like we're purposely spending it here. Not that we're having things unexpected show up that we have to give money. So I don't think you're going to have a lot of surprise bills. It's just you're spending what you have. Okay. Okay. It's a difference when it's your choice versus not your choice. And that's a big distinction. Okay, career. We have the King of Swords. All right. So we're very level-headed, very diplomatic at work. So the confusion that we had the previous month has now been cleared up. And now we're getting down to brass tactics. Things are actually moving at a decent pace. You can stay above board, get stuff done, delegate. Okay. So your delegation abilities are actually really superb this month as well. You're very precise. And that's not a bad thing. Okay. Love. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. Some clarity. And for those of you that were in conflict the previous month, we've now cleared up that situation. That is fabulous because now we can move forward. Now, whether this is, with an ex, a spouse, perhaps an ex-spouse, if there was any fighting going on, yes, that is all water underneath the bridge now. Everything, misunderstandings have been cleared up. For those of you that were single, that may have had your confidence knocked, you're now getting back to seeing yourself and talking to yourself in a way that is more productive. Okay. Which is great. That's a win. Because then we can start having more mental fortitude. We can get back to being confident. We can get back to being magnetic and start embodying that Empress energy. And no, this is not a gender specific reading. It's just all about the energy. So, general advice. We have the Ace of Swords. Look at that. We have 2 aces. Coming up aces. Hey. All right. So, we've got the right idea going for us. We've actually got a lot of things going for us. And it feels like the universe is moving us in a more positive direction for this month. So, yeah, consider it a victory. Count your victories. And for some of us, that's just having an easier time, not always having to be in survival mode, having to struggle. Okay. April. What's going on here? We have come to the edge. Okay, I get the word verge. Verge. So apparently come to the edge is not the word they're wanting. You're on the verge of something. Okay. Finances. We have the Magician in the reverse. Okay. Wow, we went from spending of our own volition, and now we have the Magician in the reverse. So pay extra close attention to your finances. Maybe drawing in new streams of income will be difficult, but utilizing what you have is in your capability. Just pay really close attention to it. I don't want you being, on the verge of losing your house, or on the verge of having to select what bills you pay. But they're highlighting the sword here. And of course, on all Magician cards, there's symbols for each suit, each element. And they're highlighting the sword for me. So I assume this is you not having an idea of how to create new revenues of income, how to budget and utilize it wisely. So you may not be pleased as well as the direction that your money is headed in. Perhaps you invest and you're on the verge of losing a lot of your investment. So pay close attention to it. Career. We have the 9 of Swords. That might also be it too. If work is exceedingly stressful, we may be unintentionally making mistakes. We're a little frazzled. On the verge of a mental breakdown. Maybe on the verge of giving up as well. Mind your stress level. Mitigate that as much as possible. And people forget that when you carry a lot of stress like that, high anxiety, stress, depression, when you carry that for too long, it does affect your overall health. It does wear you down. It affects your immune system. So beware of getting sick. in the month of April. Interesting, that's coming up. Yeah, don't stress yourself overly much. You might end up, you might end up getting a head cold or something to that effect. Approaching burnout. Love, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Oh, yes. You may feel like you're on the verge of a total collapse with what we've seen so far. So hopefully this is the month with the heavy energy out of the whole entire year. Let's hope with that. So if you're single, yeah, you're just coming up daisies. No such luck on trying to change that. However, that might have an effect on your mental and emotional state. Oh, interesting. I'm being given a song, Darkest Before the Dawn. That's Florence and the Machine. Okay. So if you're single, you might be disappointed on how things are going, perceiving that maybe you'll always be alone, always the bridesmaid, never the bride type kind of energy. Verge, you may not realize there's something coming in the near future for you. Okay. Granted, time is a little bit more fluid to the universe than the rest of us. Time is a human construct. So, whether that means in the next several months or before the end of the year or in the next, 2 to 3 years, I'm not being given that verge. Okay. Darkest Before the Dawn. Yeah. You might have a self-defeatist moment, not realizing what's coming. For those of you that are in a relationship, okay. For those of you in a relationship, particularly those of you that are having kids, because they're highlighting this one little girl for me, you might be a little upset when it comes to family matters. Whether that means how you raise your kids or having kids, or just the general day-to-day to where you don't have enough emotionally left over to give to the person you're with, or if you are somebody who co-parents with, say, an ex, you might have issues when it comes to meeting on common ground when it comes to your children. And that, of course, strains that relationship emotionally as well, because you have to co-parent. And that's not easy if you're busy taking jabs at one another. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. General advice, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time seeing things overall in a positive light. Darkest Before the Dawn. Yet you don't realize good things are happening, or you can't see the good things that are happening. You got a little bit of blinders. Okay, they're showing me the fingers. That's usually the pose that we put our head into, but it's blinding you when you do that, because you're covering your eyes, you're covering your face. You can't see anything past what's right in front of you, which is your own hands. Yeah, you can't see what's coming. Verge. Okay. So there's going to be a shift for one, if not all of these, at some point in the near future. It is coming. You just can't see it. And this might be the low point of the year. We'll see how that resonates as we go through the rest of the year. It'd be nice if that's the low point. Okay. Oh, Helps if I pick up all the cards. May, mending. Putting things back together again, picking up the pieces, making things better. Realize, here's the thing, when you mend, you realize that you're putting things together. Now, sometimes that's taking two separate things and putting it together, making it one. Other times it's something that was one piece that's been ripped apart and you're now putting it back together. Okay, we're going to see how that goes. Finances. We have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, finances are still taking their toll on you. They still have a lot of adjustments to go. And you may feel like you're at a loss for that. Beware of sitting in the mindset that you don't have enough. Beware that lacking energy. Don't fight your own abundance by going, I never have enough. I'll never have enough. I can't get this. I can't win. I might as well just give up. Beware of that energy, because that's not the energy that's going to fix it. That's not the energy that's going to pull in more abundance. Instead, feeling that you have enough, feeling that you are capable to have more, that you are deserving of more, but are good without it, is probably a better energy to have. And that will help adjust the energy in that area. Okay, career, what's going on? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Oh, and once again, money. Okay. Make sure that if you're struggling with money and you have a negative mindset, that's not carrying over to your job. So you got to separate the private behind the scenes with money versus your work ethic in order to make money. Does that make sense? Those should be two separate things. So if the money's not enough of where you're getting paid at right now, don't underperform or let your performance suffer because of the money. Okay, we're going to move on from that. Love, the 7 of Pentacles. Oh yes, we are definitely putting more effort, into ourselves, more effort in getting out there and showing off what we got, because that's showing confidence and potential. So, mending our confidence. Haha, I like that. It means we've got a lot of potential then for something more, because we realize what we've got, we're giving it our all, and there's more that can be had. Okay. Always room for more. We like that. Like I said at the beginning, sometimes things are torn apart and we're trying to put it back together. Other times we're taking two things and we're putting it together. General advice. The devil in the reverse. Yeah, we're letting go of the negative. So we might have that negative outlook, that obsession with money. And for those of us that have had a struggle with relationships, like I said, the co-parenting issue, conflicts in maybe arguments with a spouse or, an ex of some sort. Being able to let those go, being able to realize that's not your baggage to carry around, is healing in itself, and that is necessary. Okay. I'm gonna keep on cruising here. What does June hold for us? To be fair. Okay. And I had another group, I can't remember which zodiac placement it was. I think it was actually Libra, but I could have been wrong. They gave me the same word, honest. Honest. Okay, finances, 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you gotta be honest with yourself of where you're causing your own problems when it comes to your finances. There's probably a lot you can do that will take the burden off. Maybe instead of buying name brand, we buy generic. Maybe we cancel some streaming services. Maybe we make our own lunches instead of buying fast food during our lunch break. Maybe we're going paperless so we don't have to pay fees to have paper billing sent to us for our bank account, whatever it is. Maybe we're switching banks to get rid of fees. There's a lot we can do to make it easier on ourselves, little minute changes, but we have to be honest that there is something we can do. Career, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Get cracking. All right. Wow. We're hitting the ground running. So any hang-ups that we had the previous month interfering with our performance and whatnot, we no longer have that problem. In fact, we're moving full steam ahead. So just beware of a burnout. Realize that, yes, there's going to be moments when you're going to have to rest, but as long as that seems well balanced, you're good. Love. And we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. To be fair, all things are fair in love and more. And for those of you that are single, you're once again thinking that there's not a lot of options out there. For those of you dating or in a relationship, one of you could be doing something that is slightly unfair, or you're presenting something. Hold on just a sec. Okay, better word. One of you could be giving an ultimatum of a sort. And ultimatums sometimes are good and sometimes not. Especially if it's disguised as not as an ultimatum. Kind of like a guilt trip. One of those, it's either this or that. And it's not really a choice. And yeah, it can be perceived as not being fair. Because it's not really a choice. It's more of an ultimatum. Okay. So probably something a little in disguise there. And it's going to throw the relationship off kilter. I kind of get the sense that there's a little bit of bullshit, to be frank. So being honest and maybe being a little more direct and being like, hey, what is it you want? What is it you need? Here's what I want. Here's what I need. Just cut through the situation to the heart of the matter and be like, well, what's the issue? Might be a little bit better. Huh! And our general advice is the Two of Swords. A this or a that. And the Two of Swords is literally a this or a that. There's only two options only, and we don't know which one to take because neither one is fair, neither one is right. Yeah, This is where that honesty bit of cutting through the bullshit it came in. So instead of being indecisive with this energy, yeah, clear the air. Make it clear what is going on, what is not going on. You know, don't just give in, or don't just let it blow on by. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. July. We have thinker in the reverse. Okay, automatic. Interesting word. Finances, we have the Emperor in the reverse. Okay. You don't feel like you've had a lot of control of your finances. And perhaps the way it's structured. Okay, most of us nowadays pay bills online or over the phone. A lot of us have auto withdrawal. So perhaps that's where the auto part is coming from. You're losing money. You don't have control over it because it's auto pay. So pay attention to that, especially if you have auto pay billing. Maybe you have, say like Comcast as your cable provider. Maybe there's an error or something in there, and their automatic payment system automatically takes the charges out. So if you don't look up what they're charging you, or if it's changed, you're not going to realize that the auto payment has shifted, that you have no control over that. The system automatically bills you and takes out that amount, and you may not see it right away. So please pay attention to that, since they gave me the word automatic. Okay, a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. That's not auto or automatic, but autopilot. Okay. I'm sorry, I've worked in places where I'm so used to the routine and everything that I don't really have to put a lot of focus into certain items. I've done them a million times that I could do them blindfolded or with my eyes closed. So I enter that phase where I get into autopilot. I'm not creating anything new. I'm not going out of my way in any sort of fashion. In fact, in some ways it kind of feels a little bit minute and just repetitive. And that's what I'm getting here. Okay, autopilot. Not a lot of thinking. Just going through the motions. Love, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So expressing yourself, it might be rather difficult. And that doesn't matter if you're single, dating, married. Expressing yourself correctly in the way that you wish, the way it sounds in your head versus what comes out your mouth, is not going to coincide very well. You may speak without thinking. One of those, you just say them, just blah, 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 and then after it comes out your mouth, you're like, that's not what I meant. Because then it actually triggers in your mind going, oh, that was the wrong way to say that thing. Okay, so mind your words in the month of July. Not just for yourself, but when other people speak to you, be aware that they can embody that energy too. We can't all be eloquent, profound, and highly expressive, witty, charming, and, we can't be fully verbally how do I want to say that? we can't always be verbally on point with our dialogue. So yeah, somebody might make a random comment and it's not the greatest. Or they may say something, or you may say something, and it's taken completely the wrong way. General advice, the King of Cups. Yeah, this is all about your feelings. Somebody's feelings may get hurt because of how they express with their wording. And it may not be what they intended. So try not to take their words to heart if this is somebody else. And if this is you, you know, by all means, express yourself the correct way afterwards. Let them know that that was not from your heart. It went badly. And you might be a little bored at work. Perhaps your heart is not in it and you need to add more effort. Like I said, repetition, repetition. It's all the same thing. You can do it blindfolded, autopilot. So yeah, probably needing to express more of your heart space, more of your heart chakra at this particular month. Okay, August. What's going on here? Serendipity. Okay, instead of just giving me luck, I got the image of a horseshoe. Horseshoes are usually a symbol of luck. So is the four-leaf clover that is on this card, but they gave me a horseshoe. Okay, but the horseshoe was not a horseshoe going up like a U. It was down. Which isn't it in, you know, superstitions that if a horseshoe is down like that, it's bad luck? Okay, so maybe you're going from bad luck to good luck in some fashion. We're going to see how this plays out. Finances, the Lovers, hey, hey. Yeah, we're pairing with the right things. Things are going well. Okay. The Lovers are usually two people that are on either side with an angel over it. This card is depicted completely different. But at the same time, hold on, there's something else here. What is that? Oh, even I can't really make it out, but it looks like she has a bit of a tattoo on her arm here. And from what I understand, that is a butterfly. That's what they were pointing out. Okay. Butterflies represent transformation. Well, if we're pairing our finances with the right thing, whether it's the right routine, the right billing cycle, the right bank, you know, the right company, maybe that's what's transforming our finances. It's giving us more luck, more of a bit of a boost, but in the best way possible. Okay, I'm gonna leave that energy right there. Career, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay, they're giving me the word freedom. Huh. So things being a little bit more rigid. So less spontaneity in the career. Okay. That's okay. So probably your job is, yeah, probably not what you are wanting, not what you expect, but is going as expected. That always seems to be the way it goes. So if you're not getting enough variety in your career, you're probably going to have to find that spice of life somewhere else. And look at that, love. We have the Page of Pentacles. And there you go. There's the opportunity. Opportunity to be spontaneous. Opportunities to let your hair down. But also, one of the areas where you can have a lot of luck. Whether that is, you know, like I said, letting your hair down, enjoying yourself. There's plenty of opportunities to do that. Blow off some steam, yes, but by all means. Not just the opportunity to find love, meet new people, etc., but just to have a good time. Because let's face it, if you go out into the world with the potential of dating somebody, fine. But at the same time, you have to get to know that person. There's always that initial meeting, you know, trying to get over the small talk, and while enjoying yourself. So yeah, an opportunity to let your hair down more. And that goes for dating. That goes for being in a relationship. Perhaps you need a little bit more variety, the spice to life, like I said. And you need to take the opportunity to let your hair down and go out and do things. Try new things. So perhaps you get asked on a date or you get an invite somewhere. Go. By all means, go. General advice. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. They're giving me Jack Skeleton. Seeing what is this? What is this? What is this? Well, the Page of Swords in the upright is very inquisitive, always looking for something, always asking the question, what is this? They're curious, they're here, they're there, they're over there, they're learning, they're engaging with their world, they've got that inquisitive mind. And that seems to be lacking. Like I said, maybe your expectations at work are not being met. Things are a little lackluster. The spice of life, there you go. So you need to let your hair down. You need to get back into that inquisitive mode. Be more spontaneous. So perhaps you're just not asking that question enough. What is this? Maybe you need to get more curious. Take the opportunity to go out for an invite. What is this? Okay. I'm going to leave that there, right where it's at. I'm not sure what else they want me to add to that. Let's see what September brings for you. We have message in a bottle in the reverse. Okay. That makes me wonder if you didn't get the message from the previous month, if you didn't ask, what is this? If you didn't take the time to be spontaneous and let your hair down. Did you refuse that message? Okay. They're actually highlighting the seagull that's on this card. There's a seagull here on the neck of this bottle. Nope. No, that's stork. Okay, stork, fine. You're correcting me. And, well, storks, well, you remember what they say about babies and storks. And, delivery, the stork delivers the baby a message. Message not being delivered. Perhaps some of you were trying to get pregnant, and there's no news on that. Or maybe you're waiting to deliver a baby and the baby's overdue. Granted, this doesn't necessarily have to be your baby. Maybe this is a friend's baby and you're waiting for, you know, that noise of, oh yeah, we had the baby, and it's not coming forth. I'm going to leave that energy alone. We're going to move on, see what else is here. Finances. We have the Five of Pentacles. Ufda. Okay. So maybe you just didn't get the message with what you needed to pair with. Pairing with the right thing the previous month for your finances was there. So perhaps you did not utilize the message properly. And now that is to your own detriment this month, since we have the Five of Pentacles. So acting like you have a little bit of lead weights on your feet. It's slowing you down. Beware that lack mentality. I will tell you that much. Career. We have the King of Wands. Okay. And really have no problems communicating in this one. For certain. Okay. Interesting. The contradictions. They're pointing at the wristband here. It's got the lizard symbol, but it also has the fire because this is the fire element. You're on fire. Okay. Whether that's you getting stuff done or you embodying that leadership role very well, just blazing away for yourself. Interesting, they pointed out the fire on the cuff. That's a first. Okay, love. We have the Emperor. I'm amused. The King of Wands is my minor card for the Emperor, so the fact that they're next to each other is just a little bit of amusement of my own. Okay. Taking charge of your own love life. You're probably going to be the main one making decisions. So if you're in a relationship, that you're taking the lead role this month. Which isn't bad. Because ideally, you don't want one person always ahead of the other. I mean, a true partnership. You guys take turns. So perhaps this is just your month of you fulfilling that role. And that is totally fine. Totally fine. And maybe that is something you automatically do when necessary. I mean, there's no need to say, hey, honey, I can't do this. You do it. Maybe that's just something that you guys, you understand your strengths and weaknesses, so you just naturally reverse roles. And if you're single, you need to be aware that your love life is literally in your hands. You have the power to do with it what you wish. You want somebody? Well, go out and find them. You're capable. You have somebody that wants to date you, but you have no interest in them. You're capable of telling them no. Let's see what your general advice is. Ace of Wands. Yeah, well, you're definitely embodying fire energy. We have the King of Wands and the Emperor both on the table. And it's very much time to take action. I see both of that happening in career and love, but don't forget about your finances. Since we do have the Five of Pentacles on the table, beware that lack mentality. That's probably going to be the most difficult area for you to utilize that energy. October. What do we got? Unfinished symphony. Okay, we're nearing the end of the year. We're tying up loose ends. Okay, finances. We have the Seven of Swords. Mm-hmm. Yep. You might have to step outside of comfort zone when it comes to your money, because you realize things are not complete. They can't be left where they're at. So that means you have to learn to move differently. So probably a shift in how you budget, how you manage your money, especially with holiday season and things coming up towards the end of the year. That is to be expected, whether that's, saving more, spending differently. Career, 10 of Wands. Okay. A lot of things not completed at work. Things happening pretty quickly. Things are piling up. There's a lot to do. Probably a lot on your plate. They're also giving me your desk. Pay attention to what's on your desk. Perhaps there's a nice stack of paperwork or something on your desk, in your inbox, your outbox, or maybe even emails that are piling up that you need to take care of. Okay, so time management is going to be a little bit more of a thing for your career in the month of October to try and get everything done. Try to complete as much as you can. And love, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Well, for some of you, this is you actually either rejecting somebody or getting rejected by somebody else. So that love interest is not reciprocal. It did not go well. Others of you, if you maybe have been trying a couple new things, I don't know, maybe you had a list of restaurants or something that you wanted to check out, and this did not meet your expectations. In fact, you discovered that the food there was really bad. I just kind of get the feeling that like date nights and whatnot are just unromantic. You're kind of questioning of, where did the romance go? That wasn't as actioned as I wanted it to be. I wanted this to go really well, and it fell very flat. So maybe attempts in that area either aren't well received or just don't meet expectations. Like I said, unromantic. Others of you, your status has not changed. You were single before, you're still single now, and you're just kind of going, this is my life. There's no romance. And that's just something that hasn't changed. Status quo is still the same. Okay, general advice, 5 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, try to mitigate as much conflict and areas of disaster as you can. Like I said, pay attention to what's on your desk. Pay attention to your workload. Try to get as many things done as you can. And like a dating life, whether you're married or actually dating, when you go out for date night, if it's not as romantic as you would want it to be, don't perceive it as a failure. You're not going to win them all. You can always try again next time. Pick a different place. Do something different. and find out which ones you enjoy and which ones you're just like, eh. Okay, November. We're almost to the end of the year. And we have Little Heart. Ooh. Oh, okay. These cards have the banner somewhere, but this one has one key here and one key there. They're actually pointing at this key. Remember, I do believe it was in January, the very start of your reading, we had the penguin. One was holding a key, one had a heart with a keyhole, and now they're pointing at a key. So, that part at least sounds pretty promising. So, we're going to see how that jives here. Okay, finances, 8 of Wands, on the move. Yay. Things are going a little bit smoother here. We kind of like that. Career, they gave us 2 cards for November. We have the Devil in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, we're letting it go of any hard feelings, any negative feelings, anything that's uncomfortable. So if we've had anything been holding us back and making it feel like it's not our place, or I don't love my job anymore, we are rectifying that area. Heart, yeah. Well, we're getting back in touch with our heart space, our authenticity when it comes to that area. Love, they gave us the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. Loyal heart. Whether that is us being everything that we need, that we are complete, that we are whole all on our own, or realizing that we can have that dream life, we can have that family that we wanted, we can have, you know, that good healthy relationship. For some of us, this is us having children. Some of us, that is us getting engaged or married, that white picket fence. Or just realizing when it comes to love, it's whatever we make it. Okay, general advice. They gave us 2 cards for general advice. So we have the Death card in the reverse and the Tower. That really sounds like an oxymoron in a way, but it's not. Things that have been unchanging for so long are now getting a shakeup. Particularly our career, our finances are shifting. They're headed back in a more positive direction. We're seeing ourselves better and what our life can be and the people in it. All those possibilities are opening up. So not much of a narrow-minded view. We're correcting our viewpoint when it comes to our work, our workplace, our coworkers. Okay, so a big shift in a positive direction. I actually like that. Oh, okay. They're pointing at the number on this card. The little heart is number 35, but when you reduce it, it goes to 8, which is the strength card. Okay, so empowering yourself, taking the power back for your life. Yeah, major shifts. Little heart, being what's best for you, doing what is best for you, being more authentic to yourself and to those around you. Okay. And if I remember right, December, they gave us the most cards for December, which that is always significant to me. That's usually the month to pay attention to. And this shows you how important this is. They gave you 2 cards for your overall energy. And I usually only take 1. So we have blessed and a leg up. Oh yeah, good fortune rolling in. A shift. And it comes at the end of the year. Remember I said we started out with soulmates. that that was probably one of the areas being highlighted for you. We went to the come to the edge, the verge. There was so much more coming for you that you couldn't see yet. I have a feeling this is the month that it may actually come to fruition, because we have that shift in November, and now we have blessed and a leg up. So let's see. Finances, we have the King of Cups. Yes, we are comfortable, we are joyous, and unshakable. So we are very steadfast with where we're at. So as things ebb and flow and shift, all the chaos at the end of the year, we are nonplussed. We're fine. Okay, career. Remember they gave us multiples. Yes, they gave us 3. So we have the Hermit, the 7 of Cups, and the Chariot in the reverse. Okay. Now, I will be honest, there's dual energy here. Some of us are looking at our job and really looking at all the options available for our job and realizing we don't have to move on. We don't have to switch workplaces. We're fine with where we're at. That it is indeed the place for you. Others of you, you're looking at your workplace and how things have progressed over the last year, especially with things being released in the previous month. And you're deciding that on closer reflection of that, you're seeing all the options of places you could go, and the fact that where you're at right now is not going to excel you forward in the way that you had hoped. So you're contemplating leaving where you're working. So you're quietly doing that behind the scenes. So staying or going, it's going to be okay. I don't foresee you making a final decision so much to actually leave before the end of the year. You're just contemplating that, or you've made the decision to stay. Either way, the best will come about. Love, they gave us 5 cards. 5 cards. So this might be your blessing for the entire year, showing up right here. We had the 6 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, of the Death card, the Hermit in the reverse, and the Devil. Okay. Now, for some of us, we've been single for quite a long time. We might have been a little obsessed with finding somebody, or we've been in previous relationships that were heavily toxic. So we've stayed single for quite a while, but that's all coming to an end. Instead, we're getting a relationship that is good and solid and worth it. That is our blessing. Something is coming our way, a person. Or for those that have been dating with this person for a while, this is us moving in. This is us proposing, or this is us coming to terms with everything, and we are getting married in the month of December. Success, not having to be and feel alone, having a solid relationship. I will say though that out of people single, dating, or living together, married, otherwise, this energy is the strongest for those that are single. I will definitely mention that. And our general advice, we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. All this is a work in progress. You are a work in progress. It's all about on where you keep putting effort, where you keep working on yourself, where you keep growing, where do you keep expanding and finding your blessings, or working towards your blessings, because you know you deserve it and it will find its way to you. Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay. That is, I would say, a high note to end the year on. Hopefully that, oh, okay. They're 22. I mean, 22 is the master number of the builder, but 22 might be important. They just pointed it out before I grabbed the card to put it away. Maybe the 22nd of December has an importance. Maybe 22 in general has an important meaning. Okay, when we reduce it, it is 4, which is the Emperor. So, but in numerology, 4 is your security, your foundation, your security. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely say this overall is your strongest month. This is you being safe, secure, a blessing being received. Okay. Kind of like that for an ending. Alright, Aquarius, this is all I have for you for 2024. And if this resonated, by all means, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. That's the quickest way to let me know that you resonate with the reading. Although, if you want to comment to me in the comment section down below and let me know how well this worked for you, you're free to do that as well. And if you like this content and you are not subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell in the bottom right hand corner. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.